Hey, welcome back to the Alexandrian Codex. I'm Alex. This is Stellaris playing the Star Trek New Horizons mod. Like last night slash 14 hours ago? 15 hours ago? Something like that. Like I mentioned last night, I'm going on vacation here in a couple of days, so I want a big ass backlog so I don't immediately have to hop back on after I get back. So let's load these shiz up. What was our position like? Well, I was talking a lot, not paying uber close attention to what I was doing, so we're sitting on way more minerals than is reasonable. I'm spending a ton on just pushing forward our northern border. The thing slowing that down the most is probably not enough science ships, but we're capped on leaders until we get a tech that we're researching right now, and influence, which I can't do a damn thing about beyond what we're already doing. Right, and we're attacking this fleet that took hostages, but whatever, that's super easy. Yeah, we're pushing up here. The Ferengi, Sheliak, Romulans haven't been doing much, although the Romulans look like they've started growing a little bit, so that could be cool. We're probably going to get boxed in somewhere around here, this area, if not sooner. And once all of these free systems are gone, we're going to transition from happy expanding Federation to interventionalist Federation, trying to convince people to join our Federation so we can slowly annex them. Before we unpause, I want to take a look at our fleets. Yeah, okay. So we have the Cortez over here in Fleck, not doing anything. Let's go survey something. I have the Tigris over here not doing anything. Well, how about you build a starbase in Fleck? That would be cool. We have the Von Braun over here not doing anything. Let's start surveying over there. Pisces Australis. Pisces Australis? I think I've struggled with that name before. And you're also down in Seoul, but I don't think we need you to do anything. Draconis? Ah, no. Let's swing by Sigma Draconis and start building some stuff there. For whatever reason we don't have it. Maybe it just got destroyed by a pirate. I honestly don't remember. I'm just going back over making sure that everything is fully upgraded and that I haven't neglected any of these systems. Because as we unlock new technologies, we're able to build some of these research stations or mining stations that previously we were unable to do. But not looking like it. Nope, never mind. There's one in... Why is Ross 154 not done? Odd. Oh. You haven't built anything, Gamma Serpentis. You rocking? You are not. We also discovered last time that if you don't take the free enterprise ascension perk, the tooltip under effects will let you know what you haven't built. So the Wolf 424 system is missing the upgrade that I want. Let's hop into 424 here. Yep. No traffic control. Alright, Wolf 424. I kind of wish there were another way to check this, but it's okay. Starbase 43 in the Gamma Serpentis system, which we were just upgrading, and the Eta Corona Borealis. Alright, Eta Corona Borealis seems... yeah, right here. And a Serpentis? Yep, alright. So that should be gone soon. We are working on integrating the Benzarian Commonwealth. Once we do that, we'll move on to the Booleans. And then, well, I think we should join the Grand League down here, consisting of the Bajorian Second Republic and the Trill. A, because Bajor's massive, and integrating them would be quite a boon. 2, because they're close ideology to us. I don't know, we could also attempt to join this Sanguine Pact down here. Either way, to get contiguous borders, which I'm a little insistent on, we're going to have to go to war with either the Tamarian Unity, Cardassian Union, or Zinkethi Coalition to integrate them first. So, yeah, we'll figure that out as we go. How are our starbases looking? Now, we are not lacking for energy credits whatsoever, but consider this future-proofing, and so I don't have to come back and do this later. Oh, shit. Yeah, this doesn't have a traffic control center at all. Done fucked up, Alex. That's good, that's good, that's good, good. And then our starbase, beautiful. One thing I was also wanting to save up for was... Wow. We can't afford this. Our maximum minerals doesn't even go that high. Okay, well, we'll just keep that in the back of our mind. Certainly before we go to war, we're going to have to re-outfit our navy, but we're not there yet. We're nowhere near there. With the rest of these minerals, let's just go down in ascending order, upgrading buildings, until we have about 1,000 minerals left. That sounds okay. Upgrade that. Upgrade that. There we go. 1,000? Yeah. I'm gonna stick with what I said. Alright, now we finally unpause. Damn. Some tough pirates here. Ransomir is picking up the pieces. As the pirate base slowly tears itself apart, in a savage chain reaction instigated by military vessels, the search for the captive crew of the Luxion begins. If they made it to a lifeboat, they should be attempting to hail us by now. The plan went off without a hitch. Once you started bombarding the base directly, the guards took to their ships and we were able to break down the cell door. Lifeboats were unguarded, and it seems you kept the pirates busy enough they did not care much about our escape. With the crew of the Luxion safely on their way back to Earth, disaster has been averted. The human people are sure to glory in the decisive actions of the United Federation of Planets Prime Minister. The situation with the kidnapping Ransomir pirates, as well as the pirate band itself, has come to an end. Some questions remain, mainly relating to the much larger piratical? Whatever. Navy the captives claim to have seen through portholes shortly after their capture, but considering the circumstances, it can be safely assumed that the threat appeared to be much grander than it actually was. Okay, the Ransomiers are over and done with, so we get 80 influence, which isn't huge. We get 10% happiness across all of our systems for 120 days. It's not bad. That happiness should result in... No, it won't improve this. Okay, that's a shame. It's probably a stretch hoping it would affect that. So you're going to go all the way back to Delta Pavonis to repair. What's happening here, Dawkins? What?
Establishing colony.
What? Where were you going? I don't remember at all. That's okay.
Anomaly detected.
We're receiving a leak signal from the surface of Gamma Corona Australis 4. The source appears to be some kind of tracking beacon.
Construction complete.
Oh, you're all done there. Okay.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Lots of construction complete. Dope. I did go a little overboard on how many construction ships we have, but that's okay. This first? Nope, terrible deal. A small short-range transmitter has been located on the surface of Gamma Corona Australis 4. It appears to be an ancient survey marker placed here eons ago to mark a large deposit of precious metals. The miners it was meant for evidently never returned, or arrived as the deposit is still here. Oh, that's nice.
Technology discovered.
Okay, spatial torpedoes are okay. Let's go ahead and get mineral silos. I was complaining about, yeah, this is the Star Trek New Horizons mod for Stellaris. I was complaining about our mineral capacity not being high enough. This will take care of that.
Anomaly detected.
By chance, we've stumbled upon a faint alien signal during the survey of this planet, Desica 4. The source appears to be a small object in orbit. Let's cheekily check it out. So our government, as is fitting the United Federation of Planets, we're egalitarian xenophile pacifists.
Survey.
We have two pretty cool civics. This gives us more monthly unity, reduced consumer goods, and spirit of exploration makes a survey faster and gives us a higher chance at discovering anomalies. Pretty cool. We can reform the government, but it's the generic ideas aren't as good as what we have, and we haven't unlocked any civics yet. We could transition into a more authoritarian government, but if I wanted to play an authoritarian government, we should just play as a different civilization, because a lot of the flavor and events are based around you playing more or less in line with the the universe canon. So that is all done exploring. Yeah, you're close enough. Go build me an outpost. You're done, nothing to do. You're done, nothing to do. So, to conquer as a pacifist, we have Casus Belli, like, impose ideology. If we impose ideology on the Zinkethi, for example, we could then add them to our federation. Our federation is a special kind of federation. We can slowly integrate our fellow coalition members. Once we do, they turn into small client states, called Federation member worlds. They become Federation sectors. They basically turn into vassals. If we get everything except for their home system. And then they give us passive bonuses, and their fleets will join us in wars. So right now, our fleet is pretty small and only has a strength of like 1k, but each of our vassals is also packing fleets of about the same size, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, only 4, 5 or 6 of those running around. An abandoned life pod was detected in close orbit of Desica 4. It's covered in scorch marks, presumably from when the pod's mothership exploded, and preliminary scans suggest it was built more than 5,000 years ago. The crew of the USS Voyager managed to open the pod, revealing the withered remains of a reptilian, clad in resplendent uniform. Clutched in one of its claws was a small picture of another individual from the same race, possibly a mate or revered leader. Okay, you're good. You're good. You're going to work.
Discovered.
Cool. Security protocols, work in progress. Not the best text descriptor, but it did lower our piracy risk, which is nice. I don't want advanced guerrilla tactics that much, but it's a rare technology and it might not show up again for a very long time, so I'm going to go ahead and grab it. Our leaders. Yeah, okay, I can have more survey ships. We're not actually waiting on that tech anymore. So before I do that, let's go make sure our survey ships are what we want. We're using nuclear electronics labs. Main laboratory is all we can get. This is the cheapest thing we can throw in that slot. Yep. Decent sensor array. Oh, sensor arrays increase your anomaly discovery chance. I didn't know that. I would have placed a much greater emphasis on that if I had. Cool. Right now we have... oh god. 8 minus 3 more. 5 survey ships. We're going up to 7 now. Because right now our one of the biggest things holding us back is just that we can't survey as fast as we can build.
Survey complete.
That's a minor problem. So I'm trying to keep up with all of our neighbors, and well, we're actually bigger than all of our neighbors. But I want to stay that way, and I don't want to give them anywhere to grow. We're good on our starbase capacity. So the only way to reduce our piracy risk further is going to be through closing these gaps. Once we border another system, this will go away, but not yet. Let's grab a couple more people. Oh, a doctor. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that doctor. Then let's go talk to the interspecies medical exchange? Yep, that's what it's called. I have a doctor for you. So giving them a doctor gives us influence. Which is very, very cool. So it costs us energy to get that doctor, but then we get influence, which is way more hard to come by. So there's going to be leader number 1 and leader number 2. Sure, let's get Shanwu here.
Affirmative.
I don't remember why these two systems are unsurveyed, so I'm sending them down to check these out. I think it's because they had aggressive aggressive things hanging around there, but I honestly can't remember.
Survey complete.
The Klingons are
Give the Ptah his due.
still in a civil war. It doesn't really look like anyone is gaining any
Give
ground
the
here.
Ptah his due.
Yeah, I don't know. This will sort itself out, probably. Who's this? The Husnock Ascendancy are getting up here, so they might know. Yeah, but you hate me, right? You don't want to
Established.
trade communications with me? I really need you to trade communications with me. We're doing this because establishing communications with other civilizations is one of the few ways that you get a lot of influence very quickly in this game. And we are burning through the influence we have by building space station after space station. It's not necessarily a problem, but it is real fucking expensive. Cool, here we go. So here we have the Hirogen. Wow, the Hirogen are explorers. They had a coup at some point. Normally they start out as militarist and authoritarian. Some real weird stuff here happens here. The Star Trek New Horizons mod has a lot of built-in civil wars and stuff. It's not just, it doesn't just add Star Trek races, it adds ships, it completely redoes the tech tree, it changes stuff about traditions, it changes a bunch of the edicts and laws that you can enact, it changes some stuff with factions, though not very much. It pretty much reworks everything in the game. Not everything, but damn near everything. So the Hirogen are nice, which is unexpected. Normally they are angry dudes. Why are you not into this? We're neutral. Okay. Fine. Understandable. Just go ahead and bribe you to share your comms with us. We also met the Kavali, and the Kavali are friendly. So, this is actually a fairly friendly region of space. If or when we finally get up there, and it will take a significant amount of time, they'd be pretty good allies for us to eat and dissolve into our empire. And the Fendomar are xenophile. They're militarists, which I'm not crazy about, but they're materialists. The xenophiles part is good.
Your technical and biological distinctiveness will be added to our own.
Yep, there's Borg. I don't love how loud the Borg are when you find them. Weirian, Kravik Imperium, Praewar Auxiliary. We found a lot of stuff just now, which is just good. I've been complaining about our low influence reserves, but this might actually run us over. So we're not... The Borg you can't communicate with in any peaceful capacity at all. The Fendomar, we... Alright. That's fine. Set up active comms with you. There we go. Okay, let's do this one thing at a time. The Zal Technocracy. Xenophiles. Pretty okay with them. Let's trade information. You are not cool on trading tech. There's all of these nations because in the Star Trek universe, there's a lot of different civilizations. Now, the original series mostly just covers this region of space, but Star Trek Deep Space Nine introduced a lot of stuff up here, and Star Trek Voyager introduced a lot over here. And if you're gonna have a Star Trek mod, well, you might as well include every possible civilization that you can. Because there are so many civs running around, so many nations, it does affect performance a little bit, but ultimately I think it's worth it. Yeah. So we've discovered the Borg.
Lower your shields and prepare to be assimilated.
They're incredibly strong. And I'm very thankful we're very far away from him. It seems since the last time, yeah, they have the Krenim homeworld, so they are eating away at the Krenim Imperium right now, and they'll probably keep eating everything else over here. The Talaxians are good potential Federation members, but it'll be a long, long time before we're up here. Let's go ahead, exchange all this stuff with them. Dope. Laridian Diaspora. They're authoritarian militarist materialists. We have nothing in common with them, but they shouldn't hate us just because we are charismatic and we're xenophiles. They're not willing to trade tech, but they should be able to trade star charts. They are. Cool. Now this is pretty much maxed out. They're not quite purifiers.
Lower your shields and prepare to be assimilated.
They're assimilators more than anything else. They go kidnap pops from other planets, convert them into cyborgs. They're God, I forget the right name for the Stellaris equivalent. The Borg have a lot of custom features going on. Really, most of these different nations have different mechanics that they play with. The Borg are very special. The Federation are very special. The Krenim have some very cool stuff. And yeah, Romulans, Cardassians have some very good things. Klingons have some interesting things. Basically, everyone has different mechanics that they and only they use. Our influence is pretty much full, so I'm gonna pop in and spin some of that influence. Production targets might be the best thing here. Happiness is nice. Yeah, they're similar to the Cybermen, yeah. Yeah, pretty similar. Same trope, anyway. Yeah, I kind of want to go for this. Empire-wide. For 12 years, 20% mineral production. That's quite good. That'll be able to help us build a new fleet. And keep upgrading the fuck out of everything. So the Kravik Imperium is up here. These are Gestalt Consciousness AI in a perpetual war with another race of AI, but they don't hate us. They have no reason to give a fuck about us, so we just have to bribe them for their star charts, be on our way. The Prelor Auxiliary are the other AI that they're in a perpetual war with. Though they're not actually at war right now. Thematically, they should be in a perpetual war, but that's okay. The Devore Imperium. Slaving despots, xenophobic, authoritarian materialists. Nope, got nothing in common with them, but we're far enough away they shouldn't mind trading charts with us. Not at all, good. Then we have the Vadwar. Supremacy. I like the Vadwar's look quite a bit, but they're slaving despots. They're not going to want anything to do with us. But they might trade. Yep, they will trade information with us, but we're going to have to bribe them as well. Oh god, this is expensive, this is expensive, this is expensive. So before I get any more influence, we need to spend our influence down as we're maxed out. it's very feast or famine. Either you have no influence or you have shit tons of influence. We're going to use land clearance here to add another tile, which is very exciting. Go ahead and plop down some science on that immediately. The Norcadian Harmony would be pretty dope additions to the Federation if we can get up here. Research agreement, shares survey information, keep that going for a long time. The Crenum Imperium. Pop-ups, 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 pop-ups. I've talked about this the last time I played new campaign. You really get a couple watershed moments playing where you find people who know about people who know about people, and your knowledge expands pretty exponentially. These are really good periods of time for getting influence, but it's not a sustainable income. They're not like us at all. Masters of Time. The Crenum Imperium. Oh my god, I didn't know there was flavor text for all of these. Is an odd mixture of enlightened technocratic principles and a highly militaristic autocracy. All citizens are expected to serve in the military, but that establishment is remarkably open to supporting and financing works of art and scientific research. Many military commanders are also artists or scientists. From this unique attitude, the Temporal Defense Agency sprung forth, benefiting from complete access to both a roster of creative, motivated scientists and the vast funds reserved to military applications. The agency is now the largest department of the Imperium, in charge of creating a stable and prosperous future for the Imperium. They probably don't know anything that we don't already know, but I like to have active sensors with everyone possible anyway. Now here's the Vidians. Beautiful people who hopefully are wiped out by the time we're up there, because they will not be friendly to us at all. They don't know about anything we don't already know. The Hakonians. Cool, let's spend some influence again. This time let's make Mars bigger. Yep, just one more slot. Well, that's a disappointment. You are... We have nothing in common with you either. That really seems to be a prevailing theme. The United Congress of Benia. The Benians are pretty cool with us. Huh. So it's only special government types that have the cool flavor text on it. Well, that's okay. Let's see. Benians, Benians, Benians. There you are. Oh yeah, you won't know anything I don't already know. That's okay. The research agreement is nice because they know a few things we don't. I know a lot that they don't, but they can still help us out a little bit. The Trabe Alliance is a martial dictatorship. Yeah, friendly folks. Go ahead, exchange info with you. Nope, no tech, that's okay. The Brunali. Go ahead, spiritual seekers. Well, they're fanatic pacifists, at least. We have that in common, but they're not gonna love us. Just, we're far away and they're fanatic, or they're spiritualists, which lead to some odd behavior. Okay, another day ticks by, and... there we go. Now we found out about the Gamma Quadrant. Okay, I think those are all of our deals back. Okay. So the Vadwar are doing okay. The Crenum are collapsing. Who the fuck is this? The Trabe Alliance are doing okay. This system, though. Ah, that's really good. The Borg are just gonna eat everything up if a strong Federation doesn't form up here, and it doesn't look like it's going to. The Voth have a cool city ship as their capital. It's a really neat mechanic. I really want to play with them at some point, but not yet. Yeah, okay, so before we click on this, we need to spend more influence again, so let's go down to Alpha Centauri Prime, make it bigger. Go ahead and plop that down. Give you a heroic landmark. Interstellar Academy? Yeah, why not? That doesn't hurt either. Kraylor Sanctum. Oh, wow, yeah. You would be really good allies. But you're a million... you're very, very far away. Alright, they have nothing to share with us. The Dominion, on the other hand, will have a lot to share with us. The real trouble is getting them to trade anything with us at all. It's gonna be a hassle. Oh, maybe not. They're not that unreasonable right now. Nothing bribery won't fix. Heavy amounts of bribery. There we go. How big is the Dominion right now? Okay. They start out with these systems, which starts them out with like 3 or 4 size 24, 25 planets. So they're in really good shape from the get-go, but they've expanded here, and they are exploring out here. There tends to be a lot of empty space out here, so the Dominion's off to a fairly good start, actually. Go ahead, quick pause. Nope, didn't catch it in time. So before I deal with all of these interesting new people, I'm going to sort out that we control one too many systems up here. Rator 3, you are size 17 planet. I don't hate it. Is there a hotkey for this? Is it like X or enter? Nope, that wasn't it. I guess not. It'd be really cool if there were a clear all button. I would be happy about that. So this is size 17? I don't think that's the one we give up. Oh yeah, this is the one we give up. This is fucking tiny. Pop that down. But I can colonize that Arctic planet. Well... okay, colonizable... 60%. Really? What? Why can't I colonize this? Don't I have... yeah, I do. I have people who can colonize this, but the game's acting like I don't. Are you focusing on the wrong species? Oh. Yeah. Okay, weird. Let's go ahead and... that'll give you 3. That'll give you 2. This is probably the best spot. Send you there to Beta Prime. Do I have colony ships already out colonizing this stuff? No? What the fuck? Very weird. Okay. Is the expansion planner not working? Yeah. Yeah, it's not. This... we've surveyed this. Why are you acting like this is not completely surveyed? So that might be the issue. No? Okay, whatever. I'll just go through and do these manually then. What species do we have the least of? Well, Star Trek's worth watching if you... if you're looking for a lot of something to watch. There is a lot of Star Trek. But it's not for everyone. I like it a lot. But that's just me. We gotta find some Betazoids. There we go. To plop down here. This is the best spot here. Then we go to Deneb Kaitos 2. Get me more Betazoids. Right here. Yeah, that'll be perfect. That's garbage. This... get us some Vulcans to colonize this. Wonderful. The best spot on this planet is this borders 3, this borders 3, this borders 3. I guess here. Yeah. Okay, so that's sorted out. Sigma Draconis has a tropical and continental world. It's a little overcomplicated. There's definitely a lot to keep track of, but it's fun at the same time. Now, it's saying Klingon 85%. The Tellarites? Oh no, Tellarites like Savannah World. I think what I like most about Star Trek, and I was talking about this when I was streaming last night, was that it's very hopeful at its core. It's about inspiring people to dream of a better future, work together, and try to build a better future, to go out and explore stuff rather than blow stuff up. Whereas most other science fiction at the time was about fantasy stories set in space, going out and fighting and conquering stuff, or Star Wars in particular being very much about warfare and the glorification of a hero's journey and stuff like that, which isn't necessarily bad, but there's something really meaningful about this is bordering 2. Yeah, let's pop it down here. About stories that try to reinforce the commonality of humanity. Okay, these people won't talk to us at all. Great. Great. Wonderful. How big are you? Not too big. Man. There's some weird stuff going on over here. The Argrathi. That's a real word. We're maxed out on influence again, so we're gonna pop down to the next planet in the list. Land clearance. Go ahead, build on this. Throw down another heroic landmark while I can. So the Agrathi Commonwealth. You are at least egalitarian. You're xenophobes and militarists, but you're at least egalitarian, so you'll probably trade information with us. Yeah. Yeah, boy. I'm into that. Cool. Now the Wadi Emirates, we would be great friends with. And we can be great friends with. Cool. They're actually willing to trade everything with us. Happy about that. Next up are the Dosi. The Dosi, or Dozy, Dosai, Dosi, whatever. They should be open to trading with us. They definitely know about people that we don't. Yeah. Yeah. They know about someone. Then the Tarogan. You might not be so forthcoming. Oh, actually, you're into it. Cool. Research? No research. That's fine. Moving on to New Jamestown. Go ahead and do land clearance here because we're almost maxed out on influence again. Did that actually go into effect? Maybe it just gave us this? I thought this was already here. Okay, whatever. Then the Karaman, who should be very okay with trading with us. They're not, though. Okay, no research agreement with you. That's fine. Ocean Hunters? Ossican Hunters? Ocean Hunters? I don't remember how to pronounce it. These people only appear in one episode of Deep Space Nine. But they're actually cool with trading all the things. Dope. Democratic Crusaders? Yeah. Except Skrian Republic, and we're almost done with this bit. Skrians are xenophobic, which doesn't work great for us, but they are pacifists, so at least we have a little bit in common. And now learn about a few other people. Is it the last ones? Go ahead, New Jamestown is being made larger, correct? Or it already is. Al-Rishi. Go ahead and plop down land clearance here. Build farm. With one of those. I should have built heroic landmark here. Cool. So the Niberite Alliance are actually really good potential friends. They have the cool faces that Cora was talking about yesterday. They are pretty neat dudes. And they're not actually that far away from us. Now they're far relative to everything in our immediate neighborhood, but they're big, they have a lot of room to expand, there's no one else really in here, and once we get up to them, they should be pretty integratable. Yudirans are close, they are egalitarian and pacifist, at least. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. And then communications with you. That should be it. There might be a couple more powers we don't know about, but that's just about everyone. Okay, so now let's sort out this this situation. So I want to keep Sol, because we have 2 planets there I like. I want to keep Alpha Centauri, we have 4 planets there. Sirius has 2 planets, both are size 13, size 15, they're okay. They're not amazing, but they're pretty okay. So I'd like to hold on to those. Epsilon Iridani only has the 1 planet. And while it is size 16, it's only 1 planet. So that's, if I have to lose one, it's going to be that. 70 Virginis is 1, but it's size 19, so that's better. Terra Nova down here is size 15. 16, 15? Nope, Terra Nova is what I would get rid of. Vega has 2 worlds, so I'd rather keep that. Ophiuchus is size 23, I'm not getting rid of that. Mabu down here is 15. I'd be okay with losing that. So yeah, let's add Mabu to this sector. Where's Draconis Prime? Oh, it's way over here. Okay, well, that's alright.
Initiating communications.
Oh god.
Survey complete.
No. No communications. I want to unpause the game and let things run for a little while. Alright, well, you are free. We've just surveyed this, so go build an outpost. It'll take a long time for these notifications to pass on.
Complete.
That's alright. The USS Kelvin is done with what it was doing in Delta Sculptoris. Let's go ahead and keep moving you over here. Hopefully we can grab these before you expand into here at all. People closing their border to us. The Zenkethi adding claims on us. Don't love that. That's alright. How's our tech going? Oh wow, yeah, I forgot about this. This is very good.
Construction.
Now again, we're not really short on energy, but it's still nice. Lost to bureaucracy. Okay, we've run into this event before. This eats up a lot of influence, which I kind of hate, but it gives us unity, which
Technology discovered.
is not incredibly urgent, but it's still nice to get. Go ahead and clear all these blockers out. Can I build? Nope. I can't build what goes there yet. That's okay. Couple research projects finished. So this cap has been raised. Let's go ahead and double down on that with power drilling. We'll get 10% more minerals. This, we can get better warp inhibitors, which are okay, but I won't make good use of. Or assault army damage, which I won't make good use of. Or these emergency warp coils that I won't use either. So let's go ahead and get the warp inhibitors. It's like, oh, this thing I won't use, or this thing I won't use, or this thing I won't use.
Complete.
Alright. Go ahead and build a traffic control center here. Now this can be colonized, and would be best colonized by the Tellarites. Yeah, so let's find us some Tellarites, plop down a colony ship. This would benefit 2 things, this would benefit 2, this would benefit 1. Yeah, let's just do it there. Send a colony ship up that way.
Construction complete.
Desica is Dunica. There's your traffic control, and we are running quite low on minerals now. Imagine that. Imagine bribing half the galaxy for sensor information would be expensive. It's almost 9 p.m. here, so I'm starting kind of late today. Then again, last night I started significantly later than this. Okay. Now, some of this war score is set at 100%. Or the war exhaustion anyway, so the war should be ending soon. Oh, right, Mars! Right. So, the initiative has fulfilled its purpose, but we can build something new special on Mars. We can either invest in infrastructure, invest in defense. I'm going to invest in infrastructure. Because defense will give us free defensive armies that hopefully will never be useful, because I really hope Mars never gets invaded, because if they've made it here, we're already fucked. We've lost at that point. Ada Cassiopeia. Ah, there are ships down there. Okay, well, I can clear those out. Meanwhile, could you research any of this stuff? Nah, of course not. That would be helpful. Ignore that. Yeah, just go survey that, I suppose.
Construction complete.
Oh god, who's gonna die? Captain Nasir Al-Qadi. Are they gonna win, or are they gonna lose? Ah, yeah, Nasir is now maimed. Great. I love that event chain. I don't. Our people just keep getting maimed, or getting traits they already have. Pelagic world, we don't have fish people. Yeah, the Antedians, if we ever integrate them, they are from pelagic worlds, or water worlds, so they would be happy with all these fucking water planets I can't use. But it's gonna be a hot minute until we have them or anyone like them. Federation Council. Alright, let's review the Benzarian Commonwealth's integration. They are at 72%, so this would push it over. But there's no real hurry, so let's just keep taking that slow and integrate them next time. Oh man. There was a lot of influence I got and then just threw away repeatedly.
Construction complete. Initiating communication.
This insult doesn't really hold up when they're also humanoids. What's that thing on your face? Some kind of mouth? Well, you know, we look so very different. You being green and all, and us being not green. No, that's a terrible deal, and this is a great deal.
Technology discovered.
Deltascope Taurus, go ahead. Make me some mining stations. More importantly, give me traffic control. What did we just get? Advanced guerrilla tactics, which is very good. Defensive army, morale, damage, health. If we're ever attacked, this would be great to have. Hopefully we'll never get attacked. Go ahead, get new hydroponic farms. That will probably never come to use.
Construction complete.
Alright, Gamma, Corona, Australis. Welcome aboard.
Colony founded.
Now we have 2 main colonies again. Lambda Serpentis, as I recall... Oh god. Is not that big. No, this is not something I care to keep under my direct purview, because it's really not all that impressive. These automatically got built... Well, yeah, they did automatically get built on things they should have been. Okay, cool. I'm glad that the game is doing that. Right? Yeah. Yeah, okay, cool. Cool. So Lambda Serpentis can go. Can this... This will have a size 21 planet, and I kind of want this, but this is never getting any bigger. So, I guess this gets the axe. Yeah. That's okay. Largest sectors, greatest sector. Goodbye. That sector has everything it needs. Yeah. And is self-sustaining.
Construction complete.
Oh, fuck. You should go here. Yeah, research that and survey this system, because you got forced out last time. It's right in the heart of our little empire.
Complete.
Deska done.
Anomaly detected.
Dust Bowl. A630 A63089 is home to a number of exquisite impact craters. However, something breaks the visual uniformity in one of the larger craters. Didn't we already have that event? Or something very similar to it? I thought there were no repeats. Been fooled, been lied to.
Construction complete. Survey complete.
There we go. Survey complete in Ras Al Hag. We'll grab you, because you have nothing to do. Yep. Build me an outpost.
Construction complete.
Fuck. You were supposed to go there. You were supposed to build a research station, and I want to upgrade traffic control again. This is done surveying. I'll go ahead and survey that. You have been bored for a while, so you can build a starbase there. We're moving in to fill in this gap. The real question is if the Suliban and the Romulans are going to close this before I can get in here. It may happen. It may not. Naturally hoping that it doesn't. But if it does, it's really not a big deal. Alright, you... go build that starbase. It's going to be a major change of pace once we switch over to a war footing. And I know I keep repeating that, but we are blowing so much money on just like build a starbase, build mining stations, build a starbase, build mining stations. The crater on A63089 exhibits long, irregular marks imprinted into the relatively soft upper layers of the asteroid. Science Officer Nasir Al-Qadi has recovered some interesting, unexpected wreckage from the edges of the depression. Wheeled vehicles, seemingly personnel transports rather than research craft. The crew of the USS Van Braun speculate that the crater may once have been used for sport, with some aliens pitting their personal locomotion devices against each other in tests of mechanical strength and speed in near zero G. Room.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Ah, we can have another starbase. So let's just pick this.
Survey.
Go ahead and upgrade it. That should help to combat our piracy risk.
Technology discovered.
Power drilling, dope. Give us even more minerals. We're going after these afterburners. I know previously I said I won't use them, and it's true, I'm not going to use them, but I want the tech for later techs. Jesus Christ, this is so far away. The Zivin Labs will take... decades for us to get there right now. We need better warp technology before we can even think about that. Gene crops, better farms, dicyclic life support systems. This is not very good. Not very good. And actually, cargo pods are great. And we should upgrade all of our construction ships with those because they will make life a little bit easier on us. Alright, you can go ahead and build a research outpost there, or build an outpost there. Because right now we have additional bulkheads, but if we can reduce upkeep, and upkeep really is not much for individual ships, but even an 8% reduction would be significant. So the Klingon Empire made a status quo peace with the House of Osto, which is weird.
Tlak witch chuka bloop.
Bloop?
Tlak witch chuka bloop.
Blue poo. Okay, well, it still sounds hilarious. Yeah, so the Klingons are fractured right now. I don't think the Klingon Empire is going to be able to recover unless it starts eating up the House of Martek and Osto. Alright, next stage shield technology could be really cool. Duotronic computers could be useful. Holographic training center, not so much. So let's go for next stage shield technology. I'm wanting shields that don't consume so much power, but that's just me. So I can keep using power to focus on dodge.
Construction complete.
Or evasion, or whatever it is.
Construction
It's called.
complete.
You know what I mean. Right, Fleck is done. Wolf 424. Haven't you been in a space age for a very long time? We can't uplift them because of our policies. Hopefully they're not too problematic when they reach space. They're gonna steal that system from us, which is bad enough, but hopefully we can just reintegrate them into the Federation. This morning, finally got to the end of the content for Star Trek Online, the new content anyway. I really like the Zenkethi aesthetically. This is a Stellaris looking Zenkethi, which is pretty cool, but I don't know, reptilian races in Star Trek really have always appealed to me more than anything else. I like the non-humanoid, non-mammalian looking species. Maybe just because it gets repetitive after a while. Seeing things that just look like green humans, blue humans with ears, blue humans with weird ears and head ridges, etc., etc. I know it's a hell of a budget to have anything else, but come on. So at the end of April here, we're going to be about at an hour. So we'll go ahead and put in a cut real shortly. Not thrilling. I know that this first episode today has mostly been housekeeping, but I warned you. I warned you last episode. This is exactly what was going to happen. Alright, so May 1st, 2198 is where we're going to put in our first cut for today. Oh, this, my dude, is what we call our save. Dope. So, hey, if you're watching on YouTube, stop by again tomorrow for more of this. Until then, make sure to comment, share, like, subscribe, all that silly engagement stuff. Follow me on Twitter for updates and stuff like that. You know the drill. I'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy. Bye.